Have you ever been told that you need to relax? You need to find time to relax. And had the thought like, yeah, I know I need to, but how in the hell would I even go about that? Today's Kiss from Kristin is for you. We are going to talk about what relaxing is, what it isn't, why it's critical to your health, and I'm even going to tell you how to do it. So I'm Kristin Wood, your favorite body wellness coach, and I work with women that are ready to improve their health, get it back on track, and they just need some support and accountability and a proven system to help guide them. And I've had more than one client when we're talking about the topic of relaxation that they don't even know how to do it. They feel like they're just so busy. Like after this project or after this commitment, after this celebration, after this event, I'll have time to relax. Well, the truth is there is always going to be another project, another event, another celebration, another commitment. So you have to figure out how to weave in relaxation into the rest of your life. It can't be put off until the after. What if by weaving in the relaxation, you were able to be more present in all those things that you're waiting to get done before you can relax? You were more present. You had less anxiety, less stress around. What? It can happen, I'm telling you. So relaxation is really key to our health. And if you've been ignoring it, maybe not like you're purposely ignoring it, but you just toss it in the back of the junk drawer in the kitchen with the spare car key and you don't give it another thought. And every once in a while, yeah, you know it's there, you know, maybe someday you'll do it, but you don't think you need it. You need it. You need it. So relaxing is not sitting on the couch, binging a season of Bad Girls or Bridgerton. It's not scrolling social media every time you pick up your phone. And it's really not even time you set aside to catch up with your girlfriends. All those things, they activate, they stimulate your brain. I know when I sit down to watch TV, a lot of times something on the TV will trigger the thought that, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to talk to this person. I need to research this thing. There's all these thoughts that are happening, and these are like new browser tabs opening up on your computer. So you've got all these browser tabs lined up in your brain. Have you ever thought about, at the end of the day, how many browser tabs that would be? You probably haven't thought about that, but now you might start thinking about that. How many browser tabs is that at the end of the day? It's like thousands. And so many, they start to make you feel like you're stretched thin. You are distracted. They can make you overwhelmed and anxious. So when you relax and you're able to let your mind just stop, that starts swiping away at those open tabs and giving you more capacity. Relaxing is it takes the brain function away from what's going on outside you and lets your brain focus on what needs to happen inside of you. And we only have so much capacity. It's limited. So we all have these processes that our body needs to do. It's house cleaning. It needs to happen every day. When it doesn't, there's buildup. So think about it like cleaning house. Do you have a chunk of time set aside each week for house cleaning? And if you've done some maintenance through the week, you've done a load of laundry here and there, you've kept up with the dishes, you've picked up clutter throughout every day, when it comes time for that house cleaning day, it goes a lot smoother. But if you've got a limited time on that day and you haven't done any maintenance, little pockets of helping out through the week, then on that day, in that limited time, you have to make choices. You know, maybe dusting isn't going to happen this week. Maybe you're only going to clean one bathroom. Maybe laundry is not going to get caught up. You have to make choices, and some things don't get done. The same thing is happening in your body. And last week I talked about the rain barrel effect and how all these chemicals, toxins, buildups that are happening in our body, over time, it might not seem like it's a problem. And then one day, all of a sudden, like the wheels fall off the bus. It's because the rain barrel has started overflowing, and you're seeing that reflected in pain, in illness. And by relaxing, you get to open the spigot at the bottom of the barrel and let some of that out. Give yourself a little more capacity. And that opening up the spigot is letting your body do some house cleaning. House cleaning can happen at night when you're sleeping, but maybe sleep is elusive for you. Maybe you don't get the quantity and the quality that your body needs to take care of everything that needs to happen inside of it. But when you start to relax and let your mind shut down and let some of these other processes happen, you might notice that, my digestion feels a little better. My sleep feels a little better. My focus seems a little better. It's going to ripple out in areas that you might not have been expecting, you might not be looking for. You just might start to notice some improvements, and it's going to be because some housekeeping is happening that hasn't happened for a long time. So this can happen quicker than you think. It's not that expensive. It's actually free. And you don't need to plan a huge chunk of time to relax. It's going to happen in the pockets of time that you have throughout your day. Anytime you're waiting, are you waiting at the hair salon? Are you waiting while you're getting your oil changed in the car? Are you waiting, to get your groceries loaded? Any pockets of time that you've got where you're waiting, you can do this. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's all it takes. It's not a huge amount. You probably get time for a lunch break, maybe time for other breaks throughout the day. Take a little bit of that time and do a relaxation process. Super simple. All you need to do, sit comfortably. You're going to want your feet on the floor with your legs and ankles not crossed. You might want to do a little body shimmy. Just kind of feel, where is there any tightness? Where am I holding my tension? And just let that relax. You're going to let that go, set it down. When we're done, you are free to pick it back up if you want, but for right now, you're just going to let it go. And if it's appropriate, if it's safe, you can close your eyes, but you don't even have to close your eyes. And what I want you to do is just pick up on one noise that's happening in your environment. Just one thing that you can kind of focus on, that sound. And just put all your focus on that. If you feel your mind wandering, just bring it back to what is the sound that I'm focusing on right now. And that's all my mind has to focus on. And while you're doing this, try to consciously breathe. Get out of that surface level, keep you alive breath, and take some deep breaths. You can take a deep breath, you can hold it for a little bit, and then you can blow it out. If you feel like you need a lot of rules, you can count with your breath. I like the 5-5-7 count, but I don't want you focusing on counting as much as you need to just focus on the sound. That is the only thing you are thinking about, is that sound. 5 or 10 minutes and you're good to go. Go back to what you were doing. You might notice that you feel a little invigorated. You feel more focused. It's amazing what just a little break will do, that it can start shutting down those tabs that you had open and letting your body work the way that it was designed to work. Now you might decide, okay, I can do this. I can do this for a week. You might start to see that, oh, I do feel a little better. But the next week something comes up and you get off track, and then all of a sudden it's just something you heard about one time, but you don't do. That's where a coach comes in. That's where I help my clients with their follow through, because it's not that you don't know enough things. You know all kinds of things. It's the follow through to do the things. And that's where I come in and I help you follow through like you haven't in the past, with support, with accountability, with a proven system. And the follow through happens because we're going to look at what's the story that's keeping you from following through, and how do we flip that story so that instead of trying something, seeing a benefit, and then putting it aside, you actually show up and do the thing that you've committed to doing on a consistent basis. That's where I come in, and I would love to chat with you if follow through is something that you've noticed you haven't done and you're a little worried. How am I going to follow through? How will I continue to follow through? I gotcha. We will work that out. So I hope you got some value. I really want to know, how many browser tabs do you have open? And are you starting to weave in relaxation? Are you committed to giving it a try and seeing what you notice? And I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to want to stick with it. So thanks for joining me today. I will be back next week with another Kiss from Kristin. Bye-bye.